The 1945 wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, is a notable coin in American numismatic history. As part of the Lincoln Wheat series, the coin features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln. This particular coin represents a time in U.S. history marked by the end of World War II, and it carries both historical and cultural significance. Although the 1945 penny is common due to its large mintage, it remains a cherished piece for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The design of the 1945 wheat penny reflects both American ideals and historical remembrance. On the obverse of the coin, Abraham Lincoln's portrait faces right, with the word "Liberty" to his left, and the motto, "In God We Trust," inscribed above his head. This design, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln was the first real historical figure to appear on a U.S. coin, replacing the classical liberty images that had previously adorned American coinage. The choice to feature Lincoln highlighted his importance in American history as the president who preserved the Union during the Civil War and emancipated enslaved people. The reverse of the 1945 penny features two wheat ears framing the words "1 cent" and "United States of America," with the phrase "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one," inscribed above. The wheat ears symbolize agricultural prosperity and the nation's values of growth and productivity. This wheat reverse design was used from 1909 to 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The 1945 wheat penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, 5% zinc and tin. This composition had been standard for pennies since 1864, but it was interrupted in 1943 when the U.S. Mint produced pennies made from steel coated in zinc to save copper for the war effort during World War II. However, this steel penny was unpopular because it rusted and could be mistaken for dimes. The copper composition was reinstated in 1944, and the 1945 wheat penny followed this traditional formula. 3 different U.S. mints produced the 1945 penny: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. The Philadelphia Mint produced the majority of these coins, with over 1 billion pennies minted in 1945 alone. Denver and San Francisco combined produced over 500 million more. The sheer volume of these coins means they are relatively common today, even in circulated condition. While the 1945 wheat penny is not considered rare in general, some error coins from that year have become highly sought after by collectors. One of the more interesting errors is the off-center strike, where the design of the coin is struck outside of its normal boundaries, creating a partial image. Another valuable error is the doubled die, in which the design appears to be doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. These error coins can fetch a significant premium in the numismatic market. Another variation collectors look for is the difference in mint marks. Coins minted in Denver and San Francisco are distinguished by their respective D and S mint marks, located just below the date. While the Philadelphia version without a mint mark is the most common, coins from the Denver and San Francisco mints are still widely available, with only slight premiums for uncirculated or well-preserved examples. The year 1945 is especially significant in world history, as it marked the end of World War II. As the war came to a close in both Europe and the Pacific, the 1945 wheat penny was in circulation, carrying the symbolic weight of an era defined by conflict, sacrifice, and eventual victory. The return to copper pennies in 1944 and 1945 reflected the nation's shift from wartime scarcity to peacetime recovery, as copper and other metals were no longer needed solely for military purposes. The 1945 wheat penny serves as a reminder of the resilience and perseverance of the United States during a time of global crisis. Many Americans, both on the home front and overseas, handled these pennies as they participated in the war effort, supported their families, or celebrated the end of the conflict. As such, these coins can be seen as artifacts of a pivotal moment in history. Despite being common in circulated condition, 1945 wheat pennies are still popular among collectors, especially those interested in completing a full Lincoln wheat cent collection. Most 1945 pennies found today are heavily circulated and hold little more than their face value. though those in mint condition or with significant errors can be more valuable. The value of a 1945 wheat penny largely depends on its condition. Coins in circulated condition typically sell for around 10 to 20 cents, while uncirculated coins, which have not been used in commerce and retain their original mint luster, can be worth more. For example, a 1945 penny in uncirculated condition with a high grade can be valued at $5 to $10 or more. Coins with notable mint errors or especially well-preserved proof versions can command even higher prices at auction or in coin shops. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, and by extension the 1945 edition, is a beloved coin among collectors and historians for its connection to Abraham Lincoln and its representation of an era in American history. Lincoln remains one of the most revered figures in American history, and his image on the penny serves as a constant reminder of his contributions to the nation's ideals of freedom and unity. Furthermore, the wheat stalks on the reverse of the coin evoke the agricultural roots of the United States, symbolizing the nation's growth, strength, and reliance on its people. These themes resonate even today, making the 1945 wheat penny a small but meaningful emblem of American resilience and prosperity. The 1945 wheat penny is more than just a copper coin. It is a piece of American history, commemorating both a revered president and a significant period of global upheaval. Its design, historical context, and collectability make it a fascinating subject for numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. While not rare, this coin carries the weight of its era, symbolizing the end of World War II and America's return to peace. Today, the 1945 wheat penny continues to be a cherished artifact of a defining moment in the nation's story. Most 1945 wheat cents produced in Philadelphia are affordable, and most are worth 25 cents to 55 cents. However, highly graded red specimens often reach $180 to $220, except for rare and valuable MS-68 ranking pieces.